Check. 1 2 1 2. What's up? Welcome to another episode, edition, entry, whatever you want to call it, of the Live and Level Gamers podcast, where we like to say where gamers come to talk every Thursday, 8:30. We try to stay consistent, don't we, guys? Welcome to the show, Keith, K-Bum20. What's up, people?
Sure.
My microphone's on mute. What's up?
Yeah, we in here. Now, we got a little bit to talk about tonight. Not a lot, so I'm not going to say that because every time I say that, we end up going 2-some hours. But we're going to talk about this PlayStation Slim. And then the rumor of, basically the confirmation of the PlayStation 5 Pro. We're going to also talk about Best Buy ending physical medium like Blu-rays and DVDs and all that is about to leave. And is this the sign of the transition to full digital? So online and in-store, no more Blu-rays, no more DVDs. Best Buy, first quarter next year. We're going to talk about that. We also going to talk about why is the Switch still selling in Japan? What is going on with our Japanese brothers? Why is the system still selling? And we may hit some other topics in between there. You know how we flow. But welcome to the show, y'all. Welcome to the show. And as always...
But we got Smash Bros, though.
K-Bum, we got Smash Bros. So what's up, man? What's good, y'all?
Man. Doing good. I was kind of talking before the podcast that my wife then got LASIK surgery, so I'm up here trying to take care of the house while she's trying to get her vision back. So that's cool. It's different. I got a chance to watch that surgery. Oh my Lord. I was not prepared to see what I saw.
And they put it in
you got to watch it?
Yeah. They had a video screen outside the surgery room, and man, I was like, "Why are you hurting my wife?" No, it's vivid, bro. Like they actually, I mean, that's a piece of something slim that covers the eyeball, and they get something in there, and they peel it back, and
you have a natural lens.
Yeah. It's a natural lens, and they got to peel that lens off before they can get the lasers in there with the eye. I just wasn't.
I don't even want to talk about that no more. I got my whole back tightening up, man.
I wasn't ready, and I asked my wife, did she actually watch the surgery before she decided to do LASIK? She said, no, I didn't watch it. I'm like, good. Because I don't think I could do LASIK after seeing that. My Lord.
Man, it's just amazing how God created our anatomy, man. All the stuff that you wouldn't realize. You just tell it can't be by just happenstance that we was created. It's too much intelligence in the design, man. So, yeah, because you wouldn't even know it's a lens over your eyeball. That's crazy. Go ahead, Keith. You were saying something?
No, I'm curious, like, hey, well, keep me posted or updated on how her vision is. I thought about it. I wear glasses. Y'all didn't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do. And I thought about it. I heard somebody else who did it. Actually, it was my boss. He had did it. And he was fine with his, but I've also heard that they made a mistake, and I don't want to speak ill because your wife is healing. But yeah. You know, they make a mistake, that could be permanent. So that was like,
they got better with the technology. I know some of the technology, that's what they were talking about. Some of the technology has gotten better over the recent years. And they talked about how previously, before they got the technology they have now, some surgeries they wouldn't even have performed before because it didn't make sense to do it. And that's kind of what we went into. So we went in believing that, you know, everything gonna be good. So we got the faith that everything gonna turn out great. But yeah, I've heard some of that as well.
All right. But anyway, welcome to the show. This is episode 306. Can y'all believe we've been doing this for 306 episodes? What is wrong with our lives? Anyway, we are here. And we got a little bit to talk about. Man, I didn't know, real quick, we got a few more. I'm trying to let people get in. And as you come in, sign off in the chat. Let us know who you is. Man, I didn't realize that it was only 8 episodes in Ahsoka, man. I was hurt. I was like, I went to look at it. I'm like, where's the next episode? I'm curious how they're going to get off this planet. And that was it, man. I was a little hurt. But I did catch Loki.
The next episode.
I caught Loki.
When the episode is that a new episode out?
It should be later on today. It's Pacific time.
Came on, it comes on later tonight because it's on Thursday.
Thursdays. Okay.
So it should be on by the time we get off here. It should be the new episode should be uploaded. But no, the first one was good, man. It was nice. I enjoyed it. I do for a real quick second want to talk about. I know we talked about Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem last week to break the ice. So I told you I did also watch the latest entry to the Transformers. I finally got to check it out on Paramount. And I'm going to say this, man. At first, when I first watched it, I'll be real, K-Bum, I was having my normal experience where your boy was slipping in and out of I was going in and out. So I really couldn't assess what I felt about the movie last week. That's why I didn't talk about it. I knew Optimus Prime was kind of getting on my nerves with the soaking and all the stuff that was going on with him, and the fact that he was kind of getting owned by the villain in the movie. So I was kind of just taken aback by that. This is Optimus Prime. This is a Prime. How is this dude able to just square up with him? Not just square up with him, but honestly beat him. So I actually ended up watching it again. Well, beating him. Well, to me, what I mean, he was getting the best of him. Put it like that. It ain't spoiling nothing. But so I ended up watching it again, and again because I watched it with my mom, and then I ended up watching it with my wife to a degree. And I'm gonna say this, man. I like this movie. I really do. I like it. It's paced well. The person that they have in this movie that plays kind of a Shia LaBeouf's type role, or Marky Mark's role, is a Mexican guy, and he did an awesome job. I like the fact that they kind of went away from Bumblebee, and the main Autobot was Mirage. That was real good. Storyline was really good. Villain was really good. Potential major villain is interesting, which you know about. What is it, Galvatron? I think that's his name. He's the overarching enemy, but his minion was the main enemy in this one. I'm gonna put it up there as probably one of the better Transformer movies. I would actually, honestly, put it up there with the first two. I would say better than the second one, rivaling the first one. I would say Shia LaBeouf's yelling and hollering. Shia LaBeouf's yelling and hollering kind of brings an aesthetic that you just can't replace, and you don't know why you like it, but you do. You like him yelling and hollering and being all overboard, and it don't make any sense, but for whatever reason, it felt good to hear him yelling. So I would say that may be the difference. Is you said Shia? I'm saying it wrong? Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf's character, the way he was introduced to us, and maybe I add a little Megan Fox in there because they didn't have a real Megan Fox type model
Wait,
look.
you ain't been. Oh, never mind.
Don't get me wrong. She's not the girl in this one is not bad looking at all.
finna
She
say.
ain't Megan Fox. Let's just be real. She's not Megan Fox.
No, I like the chocolate. I'm just
Nah,
saying.
look, well, I would say, as you know, my
That's funny.
the ring burning my finger.
Simmer
So
down,
keep-
now.
I would say she's not an unattractive lady. I would admit, but if I was just being technically honest, and it ain't really got nothing to do with skin tone. It's just a different tier of model. Like Megan Fox's model level. And then this girl, to me, she is a Jenny on the block. She's a around the way girl, somebody I could see in real life every day, and she got that everyday beauty. So I would say that, and she didn't act like Megan. I liked her better. I like this girl better than Megan. But Buff's yelling and hollering did bring an aesthetic to it that you just don't find in the later ones. But I think this one is up there with that one. Honestly, be real talk. I think it's up there. I want to hear what y'all think when if y'all ever decide to watch it. It's on Paramount. It's for free if you got Paramount.
I watched it.
Oh, what you think?
I think I said I don't know what I remember. I don't remember what I said on the show, but it's very popcorn flick. Definitely a good watch as far as like just entertainment. But I didn't particularly think it was one of the better movies.
Just let me set all that up to this. Gut me on the live. you said you didn't feel like it was one of the best.
We already disagreeing about Megan Fox and chocolate, so let's just keep it going. This is good. I think the final, especially the final battle, I thought that was very entertaining. It had my kids glued to the TV.
Yeah.
especially
when he did a certain thing with a certain character. If you hadn't seen it, I ain't gonna spoil it for you, but he did a certain thing.
Thank you. I've seen a certain thing with a certain character, so
So
And it happened
when he did that, they was like, oh, and I was like, yeah, he got him.
What about the end? The little tidbit at the end when the Easter egg that was dropped at the end. Well, not an Easter egg, but a spoiler, I guess, or I don't know what you call that. That end, the last little thing that they showed about what's coming. Who was trying to recruit him?
I need to go. I don't even remember.
Oh my God! You didn't see the part where he was being recruited by a certain group?
Oh, that part with the bald dude.
The bald dude.
I mean, he had that hair on the side, but he was bald.
Okay, yeah. The general. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to go back and watch. That was pretty cool too. And then how he rebuilt a certain character. I thought that was.
That was dope
too.
Cool. Yeah, that was dope too. Anyway, K-Mom, you need to watch it, and then you can be the.
I guess because this detailed vagueness. Detailed vagueness.
Yeah, I think you should check it out, man. I enjoyed it. Like I said, at first, Optimus Prime soaking was a little too much. But as I watched it again a couple of times, I was like, I actually enjoy this movie. The pacing as well is a little bit more grounded than the first, 5 or 4, especially 3, 4, and 5. I think that's the right. It's grounded, way more grounded than the first 5. 5, I think. So, but I thought it was up there with the original 2 or 3. To be honest with you, it's one of the better ones for me. All of them kind of, like Keith said, popcorn movies. But I thought the groundedness of this one made it a little bit more intriguing than the just explosions, yelling, hollering, explosions. But I do miss that yelling. But anyway,
I will say this. I do appreciate the time setting. How it was it like 90s?
Yeah.
It was nice. And then I also appreciate seeing I don't know how you say that man's name, the rapper Toby
McGuire. Nick Nwigwe.
Yeah,
that's how you say it.
Yeah,
and he was a good actor too.
Toby.
He was
a good
good
actor too. Yeah, he was acting he seemed like he'd been acting. So one of my boys looked like him. One of my rapping friends looked just like him. Anyway, so that was kind of open ice. Now we go get into what you've been gaming on. So let's go. Yeah. You know what time it is? It's time for what have you been gaming on? Sing it, folks. Let's go. Hey. What you been gaming on? 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 Gaming on, gaming on, gaming on. All right, who going first? Let me go first. Let me break the ice. Yeah, let me do it. Old level to open this thing up. So I got a lot of no gaming in this week. So I'll let y'all go. I didn't play anything. So who want to go?
That's terrible. I can go ahead and go. So I did get gaming in, unlike level, but that's par for the course. But no, I got some gaming in. Like I said, the FIFA just came out, so I've been gaming on FIFA. The majority of my gaming has been on 2K, trying to play with the homies. And then I popped in and got a little Overwatch in this week. I need to get back to my single players, but this is sports season, so it's hard for me to play a single player when I'm going through my sports phase. So eventually I'll get back to the single player. I got to figure out which one it is. Maybe it's the Spider-Man coming out next week. Maybe that's enough to pull me away from my sports season. But other than that, no single player, just multiplayer with FIFA and 2K and Overwatch. So that's what I've been gaming on.
Okay.
Yo, I guess it's my turn. I have been on the same thing. Cyberpunk 2077. Finally, I'm in Phantom Liberty, and I'm
for sure
I'm doing the thing, man. I'm doing the thing. I've actually left Dogtown and went back out to Night City a few times. I'm starting to hit my Witcher stride. It came on, you know what I mean? Where it starts to like really flow and make sense. I've really been messing with my cyberware, messing with my operating system and upgrading my character. And I used to, when I originally played this game, I used to pick up weapons and then I would just drop them. I wasn't thinking. Now I've realized, kind of like Zelda, use the stuff, sell it, because everything is expensive.
Oh man, you ain't been selling that stuff? What you been doing?
I was not selling it.
You're smoking.
Man, but now I'm selling all this stuff and yeah, my character's crazy now. He's crazy, Joe Rogan. He's crazy. But that's pretty much all I've been playing. I haven't really touched any other game. I do want to eventually get back to Uncharted. I'm probably gonna be Lost. That's funny, Lost Legacy. But I'm probably gonna be lost when I get back at it, and I want to get back to Spider-Man too. But man, Witcher got me. Not Witcher. Cyberpunk got me.
Got you in a chokehold.
Okay.
Got me in a chokehold.
Got him bent up and bent down. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying there. But anyway,
couldn't tell you myself.
yeah, I thought I had it. I lost it.
And I'll be right back, because I got some little people that's supposed to be heading to bed. So
okay. So I guess we can go ahead and go into our topics. So we're gonna start with the fact that the PlayStation has a new model, a new revision, and that is the PlayStation Slim. So let me pull that up real quick. And K-Bum, I guess I'm gonna bring you in here, man. Was you, first of all, I don't even know how to set this up. What do you think about this? Did you want it? Are you going to get it? Are you going to trade in your current PlayStation 5 to get the new Slim with the detachable?
Well, Well, first go into a little detail on what it is. Don't just set it up.
Well, the PlayStation Slim is the revised PlayStation. It's going. I think it's going to replace the current model, ain't it?
They don't. I don't think they replace with the Slim. I think they add it, and you can still get both. But eventually, I guess they'll replace it. But not everyone usually goes with the Slim.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up. Let me see. Let me find the right article. Some of these are still speculating. I should have pulled this up earlier. Okay, here it is. So if I can go ahead and talk, man. Yeah.
No problem. So with the
stuff.
PlayStation Slim, you kind of tossed me out there with the question and what I think. So for me, I don't go around just trading my game console in for another game console. So that's probably it's not what I'm gonna do for this one. Even for the PS4 Pro, I didn't trade mine in. I think I sold it. I sold it to a friend. So I sold it to a friend with a discount because wanted to help one of my best friends out. So, but for this one, just the fact that it's smaller, which it looks good. The form factor does look nice. I've always thought the PlayStation 5 was a little bit too bulky. That was always my opinion. It is a chore to carry around because it is a very bulky unit, and it looks like a spaceship. It doesn't really fit and pretty well in any setup because it's just so irregular shape and just abnormally big. So I think the slimmer model is going to be it's going to help with that aesthetic. And I think it looks better overall. To be honest, I think the slim version looks better, and I think it will be a good system. But would I go out and buy it? No, I'm not going to replace it with the slim unless there's some power behind it or some other changes than just detachable disk drive.
So I pulled up IGN's coverage. It says Sony confirms PlayStation 5 Slim for this holiday season. Big news. Sony has confirmed the heavily rumored PlayStation 5 Slim, which is due out for this holiday season. For everyone that's asking, that's November. The smaller PS5 design comes with 1 terabyte storage for the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 digital edition, up from the 825 gigabytes in the original version. So you're getting more storage with this version of the console. And the new model provides the option to add an Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive to the PlayStation 5 digital edition. So if you want to have diversity or freedom to you want to use a disc or just go digital, if you buy the digital version, you can always down the road, if you want a physical experience, you can add this add-on or with this Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive. So in a post on PlayStation blog, Sid Schumer, Senior Director, CIE Content Communication, says Sony created the PlayStation 5 to address the evolving needs of players. Our engineering and design team collaborated on a new form factor that provides greater choices and flexibility. I think it's Suman said. The same technology features that the PlayStation 5 that makes the PlayStation 5 the best to play are packed in a smaller form factor along with an attachable Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive and a 1 terabyte solid state drive for more internal storage. So here's the new design right here. So right there, y'all can see it. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen this stuff. Where did it go? All right, there it is, right there. So you see the digital with the, the Blu-ray thing, kind of, you can see how it attach and opens up like a shell, and it's I mean, to me, it's kind of oogly. I'm not gonna lie, but it is. It's kind of oogly for me. I don't know why they went with the shiny plastic again, and because I think the PlayStation, even though the PlayStation is a unique, exotic look, with the revision, I thought they can go with something a little bit more uniform. That's one thing I do like about the Xbox. It fits into the room better than I think the PlayStation does. But so basically, y'all saw that. They say the new PlayStation 5 has reduced in volume by more than 30% and weighs about 18% to 24% compared to the previous model. So I'm taking that 18% is the digital, and the 24%. Or the 18% is the physical, and the 24% is the digital, compared to the previous model. Sony said there are 4 separate cover panels with the top portion in a glossy look. Again, that glossy stuff, while the bottom remains in matted. If you buy the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition, you can add the Ultra Blue. Okay. All right. So I think all the prices are about the same. And they said the Ultra Blu-ray disc drive will be sold separate for $79.99. The new PlayStation model will be available starting this November in the United States of America at select local retailers and direct PlayStation.com stores where available. Sony added it will continue to roll out globally in the months to follow. Once the inventory of the current PlayStation 5 model has sold out, the new PlayStation 5 will become the only model available.
So you are right.
Right. I thought I was right on that. So, it says it's worth noting, I'm almost done, that the PlayStation 5 digital model has gone up in price with the introduction of the slim version. So I was wrong. I thought it was all the same price. It's not. The original PS5 digital edition costs $399, whereas the slim PlayStation 5 costs $449. So it's $50. It's a $50 difference instead of $100. So they give you all the dimensions and all that. So Keith, I'm gonna bring you in. Then the cable, I'll bring it back your way. What do you think? Is it time? Are you gonna get the new slim, or what's your word?
No. Listen, man, y'all know the way I do. If it's not Nintendo, and it's not even the price thing, it's just simply because I can't play their games anywhere else. But nah, this ain't. This is not even for current PlayStation owners. This is for incoming people. But if you wanted to get this because of the smaller form factor, and I think they also said they reduced the sound coming from the processor and all the other stuff, or for the fan rather, they reduced that. I read that somewhere. Don't quote me on that. But if you wanted to do something like that, I guess it would be cool just to say you got the new one. But I'm cool. This doesn't intrigue me. I mean, it looks cool. It looks like a PlayStation 5, just smaller. I'm glad they're able to reduce the size and the internals and things of that nature. But yeah, I'm cool. But I think the real story with this device is, have y'all seen the horizontal view and the device that they're using to hold it up?
Yeah, that's what I said. It's oogly.
It's like a little kickstand. What is going, boy?
A little baby kickstand.
Yeah, let me go back up here. This little. You talking about the round thing on the bottom?
No, it's not round. It's like a little.
Oh, right here. I see it.
Like, what are they for? $450, bro. You better come up with something better than that.
It's like little beep.
Yeah, I see it right there in the front. This is my concern. Okay, so my concern is this. Obviously, this really doesn't benefit us outside of, I guess, the terabyte storage. the additional storage, this really doesn't benefit the consumer. Because I don't think it's slim, but I don't think it's any less bulky. You see what I'm saying? But
it is. It is. It's less bulky.
a little. I mean, it's still, like I said, it's still gonna stand out in your entertainment system, in your entertainment space. It's still tall. I don't think the dimensions are that much smaller. It is, but not enough to where it's going to affect anything.
33% is a third of the. It's a third of the original console.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I still don't think it's going to affect for the consumer much. That's all I'm saying. It's a difference, but I don't think it's going to affect much for us as the consumer. And I'm fearful that they may have cut corners to get it all into this thing, to make it smaller. I don't know. I'm just fearful that.
Help me out with what you mean by that.
I believe it's cheaper. I believe it's a cheaper design than the original.
I think it's a stretch because you have to base that off of what information. Previous Slims, have they been cheaper?
Just looking at it. No, well, I would say.
I understand, but what is the historical
like, okay, with the PlayStation 3, with the original PlayStation 3, with the original. Now, like I said, they haven't taken anything away from us. So I'm speaking from concern, my own personal concern. I'm not saying there's nothing that I can tangibly point to say, I see. No, I don't have that. I don't have no smoking gun or anything like that. I'm just speculating that I believe this is just a cheaper. It's cheaper. It looks, and I don't have it physically in my hands. Okay, Bum, I'm not saying this is facts. It just seems to me, my intuition says this is a cheaper system. It's cheaper. And it benefits them more so than us outside of getting more storage. And I feel like the system I got over here is probably a better designed system than the one we looking at. And I don't know why I feel that way. It could be just me tripping. I don't know. But I just wanted to bring that up, just for dialogue and conversation. Talk me back, talk me down, correct me. I'm not here to stand on this.
So I will say this, and I'll give Chance Keith to come in and say his point. I will say this. Looking at the PS3 Slim, looking at the PS4 Slim, so the Slims they've done previously, I would have to say that the Slims have, to me, I believe, have always been the better systems. I think they've looked better. I think they've performed better. I think the Slims have always been the better system. I don't think I would be able to call them cheap in that aspect or that tone, but I do think that they are the usually an improvement over the original.
Okay.
And there's nothing to make me. Looking at what I'm looking at now and seeing the system, there's nothing in here for what I see that would make me think they've done opposite of what they have historically done. I think it's always a point to be cheaper or to make it a little bit cheaper. I think that's always the point. I think part of the redesign is a part to some of the parts in there that they've kind of being able to get on a reduction, right? A reduced cost. So I think cost saving is usually a way, because if you have less material, by and large, it should be a cheaper system because you're using less material. So the thought process is that it is cheaper, but I don't think they're being cheap. I
didn't say they was being cheap. I do think
it is a cost. It is a cost savings for them, and I think that's the reason why it is a part of the life cycle of a PlayStation console is to have a slimmer version. So
now I would say this.
I
say this. I agree with you for the most part with the Slims in the past. I would say the PlayStation 3, I believe the Slim was better designed, but we did lose features from the original PlayStation 3 to the Slim. I know it was backwards compatibility was one and some other stuff. But I bought the PlayStation Slim, 3 Slim, and I liked it. As far as the 4, I think I had the original, if I'm not mistaken, when it came to the PlayStation 4. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But I don't know. I guess when I see it physically and see somebody do an open box and really show us what it looks like, maybe my concern would leave. But looking at it, just looking at what they've been showing, it seems like it can break easy, especially like the add-on. Like it just seems. Maybe because I've never really taken apart my PlayStation 5 to really get past the plastic, white plastic, and it may look the same under there. It just, from appearance, seems cheaper, and I don't know why. It does. It seems fragile and flimsy. I feel like it may be me. I may just be tripping, but that's how I feel, and I don't know why. So. But I'm not putting no stock in what I'm saying. It may be absolutely more efficient. It definitely, I believe, is saving Sony some money in the design. I'm not saying that it's gonna we gonna inherit the problems. We'll see. But I say this. I'm glad I have the one I have. Put it like that. I'm glad I have the version I have. That's what I would say. I feel like, yeah, I don't know why this time feels like this is, I don't know. Anyway, so, K-Bomb, you says, Keith, did you have anything you want to say beyond that, what you said?
Interesting. So while y'all were talking, I was looking up all the PlayStation redesigned Slims, and I forgot I had the Super Slim with the PS3. I forgot that was even a thing. So what I was trying to figure out was, do they historically lower the price? And from this, all of the launch prices, the PS3, obviously, that was cheaper. The PS2, even the PS2 Slim was the same price. The original PlayStation was the same price. The PlayStation 4 Slim, I believe it did come in $100 cheaper. So I was trying to see if, have they historically ever gone up in price? And I want to say this is the first time they've actually gone up in price, $50 more for a device to make it smaller than the original. And I will say this, if they are going to redesign or make it smaller internally, they've perfected it. That's one thing. Like it on the outside appearance, I know what you're saying, level. It could appear to be cheaper, like cheaper plastic and all this other stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Internally, trust me, they perfected it, and they've made it way better than that original for sure. If they're able to take that same level of gameplay and make it into a smaller form factor, kind of like how everything goes nowadays, making everything smaller. They've definitely perfected the inside of that console. Now, right. I can agree that the material on the outside probably is cheaper, but I thought the PlayStation 5 OG was cheaper. It looked to me this is the first console to me, like, it looks good aesthetically. I ain't gonna lie, like, it's different. But that white panel, I always thought they looked cheap and flimsy.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking at mine now. If I had to look at what I got sitting over here and the one on here, the one on my account on my entertainment system looks better. Now, didn't they? And y'all correct me if I'm wrong, K-Bomb. I know you gonna know this. They already did some revision under the hood already, anyway, right? Something they changed from the original to. They didn't redesign it, but they changed.
They
something.
came out with a new SKU.
Yeah, something with the graphic card or something changed in it.
I don't remember. I know they came out with a new SKU.
Yeah,
but I don't remember what was actually changed in it.
Yeah, it was something with the the graphics. I don't know if it's the graphics card or the CPU. Something was changed to a different. I don't know what they did, but it was something, and it was the people was concerned. Was it going to be efficient, and was it going to all that stuff? So I'm pretty sure you telling her you pretty much on point with what you saying, Keith. That under that hood, it probably is better. It just to me looking at it, it looks the system design looks cheaper to me. But hey,
yeah, they have to space that heat better.
Yeah,
That's what
making
it
it
is.
smaller.
So,
Yeah.
but okay, let's go to the second part of this. So now all of this
Wait.
go ahead.
I want to, because you brought it up. I found it. It says it notes that the new model has a totally different motherboard, which is noticeably smaller than that of the previous model. The new model's heatsink is even smaller than that of and it names the model CFI-1100.
Oh, it's right here. No.
But it contains
go
a
ahead.
heat pipe that runs through the other side of the system. While Evans also noted that the SSD enclosure now has a better shield. So it looks like what they were doing is they was able to, like Kevin was just saying, they are able to disperse the heat better in the newer model, the newer SKU than the original, which
So that's
makes it
probably
more.
why the fan ain't running as hard.
Yeah, which makes it a lot more efficient as far as like power consumption.
Okay.
So,
All right. Well, hey, level stands corrected. So I mean, like I said, this is not for me. I'm not going to get unless this mug go kaput. I will not be getting this entry because there's no point in me going to trade in a PlayStation 5 to buy another one that's going to do the exact same thing I already got. So, but all this was rumor mill a while ago, and it was like a rumor mill for the PlayStation Slim and PlayStation 5 Pro. So the PlayStation Slim has turned out to be legit, and that rumor was both those rumors was tied together. So does this point to more credence that a Pro may be coming next year? What's up, D2K?
Next
Welcome
year,
to the
I'm
show.
gonna say. I'm gonna say no. I don't think they're going to step over themselves by putting the Pro right after the Switch. I think there's going to be at least another year, another holiday season in
Okay.
between.
So you think 2005? I mean 25?
Yeah,
2025?
25 holiday season. They're probably
Okay.
release a Pro. I mean, they may. I just think putting this out the next season. I mean, it may be part of the plan, right? To keep the thing the ship moving by putting out another SKU out right after this one. But I feel you're eating into your sales because you've only had one holiday season to kind of maximize that.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
All right, Keith.
I don't know. It could be. Does the Pro usually come around the same time they do a Slim model, like historically?
With the PlayStation 4, see, that's
That's the
my
only
thing.
Pro model we've had. But
Yeah, and I don't remember if I had the PlayStation 4 Slim, because I got the PlayStation 4 later into its life cycle. I bought the Xbox One, so I don't know if my version is. I think I have the Slim. I think I had the PlayStation 4 Slim. I don't think I have the original PlayStation 4. So I know K-Bum bought the. No.
I had both. So
You had the Slim and
actually,
the Pro, or you had the original and the Pro?
So I have all three. So
Okay.
my PS3s, I had original PS3, the one with the backwards compatibility, and then I end up getting a slim one for the wife. So I had both the slim and the original PS3. The PS4, I had the original PS4. No, I didn't have a PS4 Slim. Sorry, I had the original PS4, and then I upgraded directly from the PS. No, I did get a Slim. So I got my wife a PS4. I had two PS4s. That's right. And so I had two PS4s as well.
No
And so
wonder
when I
Sony getting
sold,
up 100, putting up 100 systems a year. One person buying 5 PlayStation in one house. Okay, anyway, my bad. Go ahead.
yeah,
Now I see how
I'm
they
looking at
doing
it.
it.
I'm looking at it now. This is the PS4 stuff. No, PS3 Slim. Maybe I didn't have
Because
the
the
PS4 Slim.
okay,
I didn't have
so
the PS4 Slim. All right.
okay, then
I had multiple PS3s, and then no, my PS4 upstairs is Slim. I think I had all three. So I traded in I sold the PS4 original. I got the Pro, and I think I bought the Slim for the wife. So that's how that worked for me.
I would say if okay, is your original PlayStation 4 in your basement, K-Bone? Was it
No,
in your
I
basement at the
actually
old crib?
no. It was in my basement. I sold like I said, I sold it
Then
to a
I had
friend.
the
It was in
original.
my
I had the because I had the original PlayStation 4. I didn't have the Slim. And then I remember you getting the Pro, and the Pro was just a bulkier look of, and then like it added another step. This is crazy, but it looked like it added another step onto that design.
Yeah,
Like,
it was another step on it.
Yeah, it had another
Like
step
three.
on.
It was,
So
it
I
was
had-
3 bars instead of 2.
yeah, I had the one with the 2 steps, so I had the original, and that's how I knew kind of was telling which one was what. I don't think I had the Slim. Only Slim I had was the PlayStation 3. Because I didn't have the spaceship PlayStation 3. I remember that one, and it was ugly to me, and so I was happy to get the Slim. So, for me, I think it's coming next year. The Pro. I don't think they wait until 2005. I think it's coming next year. And I think that's why this one was kind of announced quick and then is available quick. Because I think that new, and what they kind of said, we want multiple options. I think that Pro coming next year. And I think
there was no fan service for this.
right. That's my point. Why would you? I mean, you didn't even spend any time really building up the hype of this thing. You just dropped it, and it's coming next month. Prepare for it and letting everybody know. And once all the originals sell out, this is replacing that original. So that tells me you have plans to announce something next year. So all these devices, from the portable, PS Portable, to the Slim, to the earphones, you trying to create this ecosystem, and you got something that's going to intrigue people that already have PlayStation 5s. Like Keith said, this is for people who don't have PlayStation 5s. But I believe PlayStation 5 Pro is on the horizon for next year. I don't think they're going to let Nintendo have that moment to themselves. They're going to put something out there to because of the Switch success. I think they have to think like this. We need to have something there that makes the fan base be like, which one? You know, so I think the Pro coming next year, and you're going to see a price drop of the original to offset whatever Nintendo is doing. That's why I don't believe the Switch 2 is coming holiday. I think the Switch 2 is coming earlier, like summer or somewhere earlier. But D2K said something. He said 2024 will be 4 years into the PlayStation 5 cycle. That's more than half, and around the same time frame we got the PlayStation 4 Pro. It's very possible. I agree with that. Also, they need something to revise or kindle the flame of their VR. So that's what I think. I think it's coming next year. I don't think they're going to wait. It's coming next year.
I tend to agree with you.
Yeah.
I have my case for saying that it's not, but listening to your point and listening to D2K, I can side with it coming out next year. I can believe that.
Okay. All right.
I say y'all all wrong. No, I'm just playing. I don't know. I don't know. I will say this though. FSR3 is a thing. I don't know if that's a selling point. I don't know if they can market that and sell that, and that does not benefit you. Yeah, I guess so, because the FSR3 is coming, or it's already here rather. You would want to say, "Oh, our new technology is taking advantage of the new FSR3." Not saying that the old technology can't take advantage of it, but they're not going to sell that to you. So I guess it does make sense to repackage it and sell you a new device, right? Because that's what it's about. You know, they can repackage this and upcharge you $50, and I would love to see the price, sales after this thing drops. But my thing is this: what are you going to showcase with the new Pro? What can you say?
I think
we're actually in 4K now.
I think you hit it right on the nail, Keith. What did you just say is coming, or is a real thing that PC like you playing it with Cyberpunk right now? Right. So the current PlayStation 5s cannot take advantage of that technology, right? I think with FXR3 it being introduced by AMD, and that's what Sony's system runs on, is the AMD cards. The Pro is going to probably have FXR3 compatibility, or that technology will be in that system to do what you're doing currently with Cyberpunk. To help with them, to bump them visuals up. I think that's how they're gonna do it. So
it's a direct competitor to DLSS.
Right. So that's why I'm saying I believe it's coming next year. I think they was probably waiting for that technology. So that technology has been revealed. AMD is pushing it out. They already have games taking advantage of it. One of the games is a PlayStation game, which is Forspoken. Takes advantage of that technology. They actually use a Forspoken to show it off. I think it's Forspoken and another game. So, and Cyberpunk. So clearly, I think the writing is suggesting that a PlayStation 5 Pro is coming next year. And we also saw in all those leaks from Microsoft that they had, even though they lied and said they wasn't releasing, they got plans for a Pro. Xbox Series X Pro. So, yeah, I think it's coming next year. Definitely from Sony. Maybe not Microsoft, but Sony definitely coming next year. They're not going to let Nintendo have a whole year to themselves with the success of the Switch and how the Switch has been eaten up. They not letting them have a year without something to rival and make folks have to choose between them, because honestly, Sony's biggest competitor right now is Nintendo, not necessarily Microsoft. They get mollywopped in Japan, and Nintendo is rivaling them here in the States with the Switch. That thing is what, 130 million? Yeah, Sony right now, I mean, outside of Activision, the acquisition of Activision, Sony is not really threatened by Microsoft. I think Nintendo has moved into that, not necessarily, direct competitor. And whatever they got coming next with the DLSS, I think that thing coming next year. And Sony like, no, we can't let them have another Switch, a whole window where they just is living in their own space, you know. So yeah. Any other thoughts?
PC.
Huh?
build a PC.
Build a PC. D2K says this is a very wild take. It is possible that Sony knows that Nintendo got some heat under the hood of the Switch 2 and wants to be able to say that with FSR3 they have the most powerful console. I think they got the most powerful console even without I think it's the technology that's going to even the playing field. And I think with this new AI tech is changing the landscape. And Sony wants to be able to say Me Too. We all know Sony is a Me Too company. And I don't think something like DLSS or FSR3, Sony wants to be out, have a system out there that they can't say Me Too with. So that Pro is going to have that FSR3 in it, and they can say Me Too. The ray tracing Me Too, the this, that, the Me Too, the AI technology Me Too. And it's going to cause the consumers to have to choose, do I get a Switch 2 or do I get the PlayStation 4 Pro? Because we already know the Switch 2 is not going to be cheap. Anybody that think the Switch is coming in at $299 better wake up. It's not. The Switch 2 is probably going to be $399, maybe even $450. It ain't going to be $499. It's going to be, because they rumored that they got 2 tiers, all digital version and the physical version. I think the digital version is going to be $399, and I think the physical version is going to be $449. And you see their digital version is $449. That's where they starting. I think that's where the Switch 2, if they do got 2 SKUs, I think that physical version going to be $449. $449. That's what without tax. I don't think Nintendo coming under that $299 mark. I think they're gonna bump up the price for them systems. I could be wrong, but I theorize it's going to be a little bit more money. It could be $350, $399, but it's not going to be $299. That's what I'll say.
I want to wait and see what it is first.
Yeah,
what they actually.
About $100 bump, I think is going to happen. What we paying now, it may go up to $399 for that physical version. $350 for the digital version. So somewhere around there. Any other thoughts on the PlayStation Slim? None of us is getting it, right? K-Bomb, you getting it?
Nah, no, I'm not getting it.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. You was going to say something?
But I think the worst part of this whole thing is the fact that it's going up to $500, $50. I think that's the worst part of this whole reveal. And to me, the most newsworthy part of this whole reveal is the fact that they're taxing you an extra $50 out of the same console. So I think that's I don't like it. Like at this point, we should be making consoles cheaper. And like we just said, we think this is the first time they kind of made it cost more. And yeah, I don't like that.
Okay,
that's my take.
Well, I mean, but I think the reason they're doing it because in order for them to be able to add a disk drive, they had to add the components to make that work. So I think you're paying for that component that when you add that disk drive on there, then it can read it. So you add an extra.
Yeah, who asked for that? who asked for a disk drive on a digital system? That was the point of the digital system.
Okay, well, so yeah, who asked for it? Right. If I want the digital system, why do I need that?
Exactly. So,
but that's
my take on it.
Well, a person like
I'm not
me,
trying to give him a pass.
A person like me may want the best of both worlds. I may be wanting to step in the direction of a full digital, but have the option to escape that if I want to. So that's probably for me, a person like me, a person who.
It sounds like a person that can't commit.
Yeah, exactly.
Either you want
I'm having
you want a digital
issues
or not. Make up your mind.
Commitment issues.
You have a commitment issues. Exactly.
I'm having commitment
all
issues.
I see. That's all I see, man.
Yeah, you hit it right on there. It's commitment. Hey man, we need to court a few more years to see if this is the right step. This is a big step. So anyway, let's go to the next. Let's go to the next topic. So, Best Buy has reported that they will stop selling physical DVDs and Blu-rays in the year of 2024. So this is literally next year. The first quarter of the new physical year. So Best Buy plans to stop selling all physical media, both in store and online, in 2024, including DVDs and Blu-ray discs. But games will still be sold. So this will not affect video games, but it will affect movies. But y'all know this is just the beginning of the end. Best Buy will exit the physical media business and no longer sell DVDs and Blu-ray discs. Source tells the digital bits. Let me see. Let me get down here. Retailer Best Buy plans to phase out its struggling physical media segment in bid to reduce inventory costs and offset low sales. And I can attest to that because I buy a lot of physical copy movies here and there, and I've been noticing that over the years they have not been replenishing their DVDs. Sometimes stuff would be, you can go to Walmart and find a whole bunch of new movies for sale, and those movies ain't even at Best Buy. I had to go to Walmart to get them. The company is expected to stop selling movies and TV shows across DVDs, Blu-rays, and Ultra HD 4K discs in early 2024. Corresponding to Best Buy's FY25 period, responding to a shift in consumer behavior, physical video games are not expected to be included in Best Buy's decision. The move comes at a time when consumers are buying less disc-based physical media, and any trip to a local Best Buy speaks volumes about the retailer's current focus. What comes as a surprise, however, is that Best Buy will no longer sell DVDs and Blu-rays and Ultra Blu-rays on its online storefront either. Yeah, that is surprising that they even going to do it on the online store. The company apparently plans to remove all physical media from its inventories, both in store and online. While consumers are also shifting towards digital gaming purchases, video games are still an important part of Best Buy's business. In its Q2 FY24 results, the company noted that the growth in game sales helped offset declines across a number of inventory segments, including appliances, home theater, computing, and mobile devices. So, gaming is booming, y'all. Gaming is becoming a thing. But anyway, so Keith, I'll bring you in here. How do you feel about this? What do you think?
The sky is falling, man. The sky is falling. What are we gonna do? Man, this kind of reminds me, this kind of brings me back to when we lost Blockbuster and all them other video stores.
Yeah.
It was coming, and there are people who will argue that Blu-ray players versus streaming Blu-ray is still superior as far as image quality. I can't say whether or not that's true or not. Because I don't watch Blu-ray.
I can.
But can you attest to that?
Yeah, I would say this. About a year or so ago, yes, you could tell the difference in a stream because the stream wants, the buffering, and sometimes it'll drop down from 4K to 1080p until it, catch up. That's becoming a thing of the past, though. Like, you can't tell too often. You can, but it's vague. If you really just paying attention, you can see where it may drop down to 440p and then bump back up to full 4K. You will see that here and there, but as the Wi-Fi and these signals get stronger, yeah, that's gonna be a thing of the past. But a few years ago, yeah, you could definitely tell the difference between streaming 1080p or 4K versus putting it in a Blu-ray player. You could tell the total difference.
Yeah.
Now sound, even that's changing. But I'm pretty sure K Bum can attest to it. If he, I know I still buy physical stuff. So like with Spider Man, across the Spider Verse, I have movies anywhere, so I got the digital version, and I'll pop that in, and it's just like It don't feel like a lesser experience than the Blu-ray. Even though if I pop the Blu-ray, you can see the color saturation is a little bit better, but it's getting close. It's barely noticeable. Go ahead.
No, but yeah, I just we knew this was coming. We knew that this was the signs of the times. I don't even go in that section. I know you talked earlier when we weren't online, when we weren't live rather, that you noticed that things were dwindling and they weren't replacing things. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I don't remember the last time I walked past CDs, like audio CDs.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I walked past DVDs, Blu-rays. Like I used to. I used to go in there look for anime and things, but now I just wait for it to come on video. Like I don't. I'm in no hurry to watch anything now that we're in this digital age. Because I remember, I'll end it here because I don't really have too much to say about this. But I remember back when Disney, I would buy all the Disney films because they would give you a digital copy, they would give you a Blu-ray copy, and they will also give you a regular DVD copy.
Yeah,
Because
that's
this
what
was
I
back.
said.
This was you remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Because this
still
was
get
back when they still do that.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
that's why I said.
But I remember
That's
because
why I said movies anywhere. And when I buy DVD, 4K, I get the 4K. Back in the days, you get the Blu-ray, the DVD, and the digital. Now, if you buy the 4K, you get the 4K disc, the Blu-ray, and the digital. So, because I watch them in my cars when we going on trips, I can put it
Gotcha.
in the DVD player, and my kids, can watch their movies. So, it was convenient, but now you can put that stuff on a flash drive and play the stuff in your car. So,
Facts.
go ahead, though. My bad, I keep interrupting.
But yeah, that's it. I just just a sign of the times, like good riddance. Honestly, put some VR in that space and some new technology in that space because, like, obviously it's because the sales are dwindling. So to me it is what it is. I'm a techie guy, so I move with the times. I don't really get too messed up over this stuff. But it is gonna be different. Just seeing it happen right before your eyes. Because 5 years from now, we're gonna be like, man, you remember when you used to watch Blu-rays? Heck, we seeing it now. But
Yeah.
it's,
Like,
it's,
I
more-
really-
it's,
We are
it's-
saying that now.
Yeah,
but it's gonna be more apparent when they're not available.
Man, I got a 4K player upstairs, and I barely, like, it's only when movies taking too long to come to stream that I go buy them because I want to see them. Like I said, I didn't buy Turtles because it came to stream early enough to where I watch it on streaming. I didn't buy Transformers, but I did buy Across the Spider-Verse. So, but go ahead, K-Bum. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you the last time I bought a physical DVD Blu-ray. I'm looking right now at my shelf that has all my DVD, Blu-ray, and physical games, and I'm looking at them, and I have stuff like X2, Incredible Hulk. That's how old some of this stuff is. I think Avengers: Infinity War was the last time I actually bought a physical disc. I think that's what it was. It was Infinity War, and so it sucks not having that the option is going to be gone. But to be honest, I didn't care about the option anyway. I wasn't utilizing the option, right? And I would save DVD purchases for big things like, I wanted the whole collection of The Office, or I wanted to, phase one of the MCU. But to be honest, we got Disney Plus. Why would I need that? And yes, I know we've talked about this, right? That you put all your eggs in one basket when you talk about digital. Once that service is gone, you'll never be able to use it. Yada yada yada. We've been saying the same thing. When the last time you actually bought a music CD? And you're not complaining about that.
Nope.
Exactly. I do think it is a different phase. I think it is something different to not have the option for physical. But if I'm being 100% honest, it did not matter to me anyway because I was not utilizing that option that we had, and so it being gone, yeah, it's a dinosaur, but it's a dinosaur that we grew up with and we remember. But yeah, it's about time. The writing was on the wall, and the more and more people scream about being afraid of having digital only video games are the same people who continue to buy video games on their actual system digitally. Right there, some of them save those purchases every now and then for physical, but majority of most people gaming is digital. My only physical copies are for like Spider-Man. No, Spider-Man will be probably digital. It'll probably be a digital copy on the PlayStation. Other my physical copies that I have is usually GameFly. That's pretty much it for me on how it goes. So yeah, it sucks that's leaving, and it is a sign that this is going to be a trend, and I expect other
No, this
big
ain't
box
going to be a
stores.
trend. It is a trend. It's happening.
Yeah, yeah,
like he
yeah. I
said, this
expect
is
other big
happening.
box stores to do the same.
Right. So
And in 3 to 4 years, you'll be hard fetched to catch a DVD. But what I want to
right.
do, I want to catch some of them while they're on sale. They're gonna put them on sale.
Yeah.
I'll catch me some Avengers and stuff like that.
Right.
Some I'll watch when all the power goes out and we don't have internet. But other than
Yeah.
that, I don't. I don't
And
think I
that's
will
the
care.
thing. I'm gonna say
These
this.
eyelids.
So for me, I still do buy every now and again. Not I noticed that my physical purchases have dwindled, mostly just games, and I have been buying a lot more digital games. I was reluctant and kind of fearful of the digital world, but like you said, K Bomb, it feels good to just jump onto YouTube Music, type in whomever I want to listen to, and all the albums pop up right there. I click on it, and I'm walking on about my business with my earphones on. I don't have to pop nothing in. I get in my car, sync my phone to the car, and there my music is. It's just a luxury, But and so I'm not as hurt over DVDs leaving because I have started to embrace. I don't need to spend this money. I'm spending it. I can watch this on Disney Plus. I can watch this on Paramount. My sister-in-law's Paramount account. I got Disney Plus. I got Netflix. I got Max. I didn't buy what was it? Godzilla vs Kong or Kong vs Godzilla because it premiered on Max or at that time HBO Max, and I watched it on there. And I just kept watching it there. I didn't buy the physical, and it's saving me money. But I do fear, like what you just said, when internet ain't working, some hack, and you without, and having those physical options will be will be good. But that's gonna be far in between. I don't. I'm not saddened by this, but this is the writing is on the wall, man. We seeing what Sony is doing with making all these companies are letting you know, hey, there's a digital only version, and soon it's gonna be digital only. The only thing I hope to happen, because it's inevitable, that the price start to reflect the drop off of physical. I feel like it's wrong that if I buy the digital version, I'm paying the same as I would if I bought the box art, the paper, the disc. Like, why are you charging me for that for the digital version? Shouldn't it reflect in the price? That would be my hope. That okay, the physical version costs $69.99, then the digital version should be $59 or $49.99. You see what I'm saying? Or $10 cheaper. It should reflect. But other than that, it's inevitable. If I want to play games, I'm knowing in the future I'm gonna have to embrace digital. I'm gonna go ahead and have to buy me some solid state drives to store my stuff on, and That's what it is. So I'm not mad because we've been prepared and led this way anyway. So it is shocking to see Best Buy going so fast and so rapid with it, with not just physical store but online. And guess what? You're going to see the Walmarts and the Targets and all them. When a major player like this does it, that's going to give confidence for others to follow suit. So you're going to start seeing Target. We getting rid of our DVDs and we going digital, our physical stuff. They going to start getting rid of the stuff. Then you're going to see Walmart. Walmart might hold on for dear life, but they going to let it go because people are not buying this stuff anymore because they got too many options and it's too available. Just like Best Buy and Family Video and all them places had to go the way to Dodo. Why? Netflix killed it. Yeah, Blockbuster. And all, I said Best Buy. Yeah, Blockbuster and all the why. I worked at Blockbuster. We saw the writing on the wall at Blockbuster when Netflix came. I remember telling my boss, man, when they was mailing you movies, I was like, bro, he's like, it didn't never work. It didn't never last. Then the next thing I know, Blockbuster was mailing movies to your house. Then the next thing I know, it ain't no more Blockbuster. You know, they filed bankruptcy. And Viacom had to let them go. So, and what we got now, Netflix. Netflix making their own movies now. So, we've seen it. Music. K-Pop, you hit it right on the nail, man. Man, you better not show me a CD of some music for my
CD?
Car. I slap you. You'll get this. Slap your right there, all in your nostrils. What you mean a CD? It's XM radio.
Where do I put it?
Right. It's XM
do cars
radio.
Have CD drives?
Yeah, it's XM radio. My CD player play DVDs for the kids.
I'm trying to think. Does my car have a CD? I think it has a CD.
A lot of cars don't have them anymore.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if mine has one. I don't. I seriously, genuinely do not know if my car has a CD player.
That's sad. That means you haven't even thought about putting a CD in probably 7 years.
The 4 years I've owned it, no, not even a second thought, bro.
Was you saying something, Keith?
No, I was saying that my car does not. My Jeep does, but my Jeep old.
Yeah.
So
I would say my Yukon had, but it has a CD player, but it's really for the Blu-rays because we XM radio. So, and that's a 2015, the Yukon, that the body that just left, that does have a DVD, but we've got a rental car. The rental car didn't have nowhere to put a CD. It's all, you sync your phone up, you can Bluetooth, it can mirror, and you can watch movies right off your phone. So internet right there. You can have Wi-Fi right there in the car. So they are making it to where this stuff is not necessary, and it's just more convenient because you basically got one of the most powerful computers in your pocket. All your information right there. Just sync it up. All your music you want, all the movies you want, all the YouTube you want, and they tracking every bit of it. But that's where we at. And convenience is a doozy. Convenience, and the more they make it convenient and easy and streamlined and simple, the more simple people will follow suit. So I don't have to get up and put a disc in. Oh, okay, cool. So, shoot, man. Yeah, this over, y'all. It's over. So, like D2K said, scoop up as much physical media as you can if you enter that world. I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna put all these movies. I got at least 700, somewhere between 700 to 1,000. Blu-rays, DVDs, and ultra Blu-rays from upstairs to down here. At least 1,000. At least 700 for sure. So I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna put all this stuff because I haven't watched a DVD in years. This stuff I just got to dust. I got to dust all that stuff. I don't watch them movies because I can go right there on Netflix and watch half of them.
Press 4 buttons.
Right. Shoot. K-Bomb, let's forget that. You could watch some of the stuff on Toby. You ain't even got it's free. You can watch it. There's a couple of commercials.
You know, sometimes. Sometimes.
I don't watch Toby.
I rather
right. I'm with you. Tubi. I said Toby, but Tubi. But yeah. I'm with you. I don't fool with Tubi too much, but I'm just saying there's so much out here right under with your Rokus and Fire Sticks. People, and cutting the card and finding these free apps, bro. Yeah, this stuff is dead. And just like cable is dying, physical media is dying. Music is already left physical, unless you just a purist and you getting vinyl. Nobody's buying CDs.
Man, vinyl. That's what I wanted to get into that.
Yeah.
I wanted to, but I never did.
Okay, so we got our last subject, and this is kind of from Keith, and I'm going to let him take over. So, what was this you saw, man, that made you ask, why is the Switch still selling? What did you see?
All right, I found it.
I'm about
since
to
I knew
pull it up.
was coming. It was coming to. I should have sent it to you. Here we go. Hold on.
You just sent it to me. I'm going to the chat now.
All right, I just sent it to you. So I saw this on Twitter, but I found the source. Famitsu, I think that's how you say it. Famitsu published an article. When did they publish this article? This was between Famitsu sales from 2nd of October to the 8th of October, and they were talking about all the sales. And what I noticed was the hardware sales, and there's other things in here too where they talk about specific games if you wanted to get into that. But I noticed the hardware sales, the Switch family, and I'm so shocked. So 241 units. And it, to me, that just stood out to me that the Switch is still selling like hotcakes. That's crazy to me. And then the PlayStation 5, and it's crazy to me because we know, all of us know that it's on the way out. But anyways, I digress. The PlayStation 5 sold 33,754 units. The PlayStation now, and the PlayStation 4 sold 1,020.
They still selling the PlayStation 4?
Huh?
They still selling the 4? Sony, stop. Why y'all milk these systems so long? Go ahead, my bad.
They are
If somebody's gonna buy it, I'm gonna sell it.
Man, everything got an audience.
Exactly.
Man.
And then Xbox comes in last with the Series family. That means the X and the S comes in at 995 units. That is a travesty that a PlayStation 4 is outselling your current consoles. But we know how it works over there in Japan. We don't need to harp on that too much. But yeah, I found that interesting. Super interesting that the Switch is still selling as well as it is.
That probably could go rock selling more than Xbox. Sorry.
Let
me back up. My rock collection is making more sales than Xbox. Okay, I'm done. Sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah. I'm listening.
But that was it. So, but if you looking at that link that I sent you, it breaks it down. Where it's the Switch OLED model. That's the one that sold over 100,000.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm trying to get this. There it is. I don't know why this thing keep popping over it. I hate when they put these overlays over, and then you can't get it out your way.
Oh man, they trying to get that money, advertising.
Yeah.
Anyway. But then the regular Switch, the OG Switch, comes in at 5,000, and then the Switch Lite comes in at 5,000. And the PlayStation 5 comes in at 31, and the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition is 17. PlayStation 4, like they said, 120, and then they break down at least the X outsold the Series S at 571 to 424.
Yeah, I'm looking at
the 2DS.
Who?
Get money, Nintendo. Hey,
21.
Get money.
It sold 21 2DS. that is. I mean, it is Japan, right? It is Japan. I don't know if this is Japan, and I'm looking at the games up here that sold, and it's Detective Pikachu Return new, and the Game of Life for Nintendo Switch new. So maybe and Pikmin was up there. A lot of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe still in the top 10.
It's still selling. That's crazy.
Over there. Shoot, all the top games like
You
1,
said,
2.
wait, you said
3.
Mario Kart?
8.
Mario Kart
The game that came out on the Wii U
in 17 on the Switch. The first year of the Switch is still in the top 10 of sales in
That's
Japan.
crazy, I can't comprehend.
I'm looking at this. I'm trying to. Okay, this how many Switch games.
Hold on. Let me just who doesn't have Mario Kart yet?
Whoever bought this hundred, whoever bought this hundred something thousand Switches.
Who doesn't have Mario Kart yet, bro?
Who still buying the Switch? It must be them. Look at this though. This is interesting. We got to get out of here, so we get this another 10 minutes. I'm looking at. Let me see. 30 games, right? Check this out, K-Bomb. Out of 30 games, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 out of 30 of the top selling games in Japan are Nintendo Switch. The rest are PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and no Xbox, nothing. So Nintendo is killing it in Japan, y'all. Like, yeah, they doing crazy over there. I don't know what I don't know if they putting crack or heroin in them D-pads that's soaking into the skin and the pores. But they buying this stuff because you would think the Switch would be done, and it didn't just outsell the PlayStation 5. It quadrupled the sales of the PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5 sold 31,000, and the digital sold 1,700. Right. So altogether, you're looking at about round up, you're looking at about 34,000 PlayStation 5 sold. With the Switch, it sold 100,000 of the OLED, 5,000 of the regular Switch, and 5,000 of the Switch Lite. So if I round it up, looking at the numbers, you're looking at about 100,000, 110,000 something Switches. So it literally tripled the PlayStation sales. That's
you know
crazy,
what this says to me? You know what this says to me? It because PlayStation is Japanese, but what it says to me is that it is definitely, and it's an American device. PlayStation is an American device because if PlayStation still sells in Japan, let's not get it twisted, but it just really does well over here in America, more so than it does in Japan. Versus if we're comparing it between Nintendo and Sony, not just
yeah. And I think Nintendo just gambled right with form factor. I think the form factor just works, and I think I'm looking at what D2K said. He beat me to the punch, but he is basically saying, according to WWE star Ahsoka, mobile gaming has pretty much destroyed arcades in Japan. Mobile gaming is supreme over there. Yeah, I think mobile gaming is just where it is in Japan, and Sony, I think that's where that portable. Look, the portable is selling over there.
Yes. That's what I was going to say. This is genius.
The sold out over there, right?
Yeah.
So instead of designing and making a new device, I hate this. Instead of making a new device, Now you gotta, if you want to use your portal, you gotta buy a PlayStation 5. It's almost kind of smart, really, when you sit back and think about it.
Yeah.
I would love to see these sales. Like you said, they sold out.
Yeah, I'm finna pull it up.
Oh my god.
PlayStation pre-orders, Gaming Boat. PlayStation pre-orders sold out in Japan. Let's see. Now I don't know how many it is. Hopefully I can get this overlay. Okay, so it says PlayStation Portable. PlayStation Portable pre-orders have sold out in Japan. The remote play handheld device will launch worldwide on November 15th and will be priced at 29,980 yen in Japan. I don't know what that translate in cash, American cash, but you see. It says as a remote play only device that will stream PlayStation 5 titles over Wi-Fi, the PlayStation Portal hasn't come across as a device that's going to have a ton of mass market appeal. Well, you're wrong about that because it's selling out here too. Though in the build up to its launch over a month from now, it seems to be attracting a fair bit of interest, particularly in Japan. As shared on Twitter by Genki JPN, pre-orders of PlayStation Portal, which became available worldwide outside of PlayStation Direct on September 29th, have been sold out pretty much all online retailers in Japan, including Amazon, Sony Store, and many others. The portable system is priced at 29,980 yen in Japan, or $199.99 or $200 in the United States. The portal has attracted its fair share of skepticism since its arrival, having received criticism for its lack of cloud streaming, Bluetooth, and all that stuff. So anyway, it's sold out on Amazon.
Only store.
Raccoon, how you say that? Rakuten Books. I'm not trying to say all these names. It's sold out, y'all.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah,
Where did it go? Because I think you missed. Where did my article go? There it is. It says the PlayStation Portal took less than a day to sell out across all online retailers in Japan. Less than a day. And what's funny about this is I showed this to my coworker today. We're all in different offices in different states, and she side messaging me and she was like, "Man, I wish I could play my PlayStation 5."
Where did you see
and
that?
I was like, "Hold up."
That's in the
Oh,
I didn't see
and
that.
I was like, "Hold up, I got you." So I sent her the thing, and she was like, "Oh, I can't wait to buy that." I was like, "Huh?" You know, so there is an audience. Like as time has passed, because I remember when we first started talking about this, we was like, "Man, who was this for?" And as time has passed, we're seeing it. Who is it for? And honestly, I don't know if K-Bone said he wasn't going to get one. And you can speak to it, but as many trips as you take, I can see you buying this, brother. I can see you taking this so you can play your PlayStation on the go.
The only thing, and I'll let you have it, K-Bone. The only thing is form factor. It's still, to me, the controllers on the end is what's going to be the problem. But we'll see. Go ahead, K-Bone.
He fell asleep.
K-Bone.
I am on mute, and that is why you hear no words coming from my mouth. Because I am talking, sir. And it would be nice if I can make sure that I am not on mute. So, that's crazy, everything we're saying about this. And selling out in a day, that's crazy. I actually gave some commentary about selling out in a day, but nobody heard me, so that's fine. I won't bring it back up. But now that I'm thinking about it, I do travel a lot. And there are times that when I travel,
oh my Lord,
I actually take my PlayStation.
It makes sense.
I've gone to a resort in Mexico a couple of times, and I've taken my PlayStation on those trips. I've gone to Chicago, and I've taken my PlayStation on that trip. It does make sense to have a portable system and take it when I travel. But I don't know if I can justify that price with how much I would actually utilize it. And that's my biggest thing is that I game more on my phone than anything because of the games I have on there. I would use it when I travel, but the rest of the time I don't know how much use I would get out of that because it doesn't have a cell phone connection. It has to be Wi-Fi, so I have to be somewhere with a good Wi-Fi connection, and I I can't at this point justify. I see the situation that I would use it, and I think in those situations it would be a good use of the system. But if I'm on an airplane with no Wi-Fi, I can't use it. I gotta use my phone. So it still kind of fall. Oh, I have to use my tablet. So there's still places where I would want to have that portable system, and it just would not work because of the situations that it's put in. So I don't know if I can justify it, but I see your point, Keith. And I think we may have judged it too harshly. I feel like Thanos when he told Nebula, "I think I've judged you too harshly" before he got his head chopped off. I think we did that. I think we judged the Portal too harshly. I think there is a maybe the audience is more bigger than a niche than we think. But I still think it's a niche audience. I don't think it's a widespread audience.
It's definitely not niche in Japan. Now, as far as the States and Europe, I don't know, but
that's true.
it's definitely not niche over there. And, so
That's true.
We'll see. Like I said, my only concern, and I think I like how the controller looks. I really do. I like how the device looks. I don't think it's an ugly device. I'm trying to see how do you, unlike the Switch, the Switch is flat. Even with the Joy-Cons, it's a system that's flat. I guess it wouldn't be a huge issue if you got a case to put it in and take it with you and pull out when you want to pull out. You definitely can't slide it in your pocket, but you can't slide a Switch in your pocket either. So I guess what I was about to say, maybe not, it ain't really a true concern as I thought about it. Yeah, this may work for folks. Yeah, and
it's $200 as D2K has said in the chat. It is $200, so it's not like it's a $399 or $499 system.
But you gotta have a PlayStation 5 though.
I was gonna say that. Yep.
So it's really not $200. It's really $700.
Well, for me it's $200, but
yeah, for you, I'm saying for those who like over in Japan, like when you buy a Switch, you getting all that for $299. Over in Japan, you buy a PlayStation and you want the portability, that's $700. So shut that door. In a second. But yeah, that's my mom, y'all. I thought that was my daughter, so don't think I'd be yelling at my mom like that.
Get on upstairs, woman.
That was level. I thought that was my daughter. I was like, oh, that's mama. Hold on.
Brother, so anyway, you better go on mute.
Yeah, I was trying to duck. Ain't no shoe coming around that corner. Anyway, so yeah, man. I think looking at them sales of the Switch really making it make sense that there's a change going on in Japan, and I can say when we kind of talked about this, and we can pick it up next week. Is there a change going on in general with these hybrid systems and this portability? And as DLSS and FSR3 causing it, yeah, there's a lot changing the game. So we won't talk about that tonight. That's the podcast for the night. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. I'm gonna let these dudes sign out. Starting with K-Bump 20. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's K-Bomb 20. Learning how to use the mute button. That's me today. But enjoyed the chat, enjoyed the conversation, enjoyed chopping it up as usual. Look forward to the next topic and some more interesting information about gaming. And Spider-Man is right around that corner, so I can't wait to see the reviews start rolling in, and hopefully get my hands on it pretty soon.
Okay, all right, Mr. Norris.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, I forgot there was one other game that I played, and I gotta say before we get out of here, and I played Forza Motorsport. I don't know if it's 7 or just they renamed it. Forza Motor. Okay, yeah, I played Forza Motorsport. Definitely not a game for me, and that's not a knock at that's not a knock at the game. I don't play sim races. That's definitely not something I'll play. I am going to try it again because I just saw that AMD released a new patch that improves the performance. Because I remember when I started it up, that bad boy was choppy, and I'm like, what? Forza? I know they better than this, but I got to get those specific drivers. But anyways, play Forza, yada yada yada. Good show, good topics. We seem to have landed on something new, not new, but just kind of a realization when it comes to that PlayStation Portal, and I'm kind of happy about that. Now it makes sense, especially after talking to my coworker, and like K-Bone said, I can't wait to learn something new and see what the next topic is going to be. Seeing like we keep landing on cool stuff, so that's all I got.
All right,
play Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
27.
No, man, I enjoyed the cast tonight. Yeah, I think we did discover something that we didn't expect to discover. Two things. With Japan and why the Portal is selling, and the digital. But I enjoyed it tonight. I thought we had a good conversation. I appreciate you being in the comment with us, D2K, and all those that was tuning in on the night. We'll be back next week, same time, same place as usual. And so we expect to see y'all here. Be blessed. Stay safe. Till next time. Deuces. Peace.
But we got smashed, bro. But we got smashed.